Welcome to 5-Minute Bedtime Stories, brought to you by TaleBot, your child's AI storyteller. Want to create a bedtime story for your child? Visit talebotai.com/create. Now, let's sit back and enjoy the story.
Agastya's Marvelous Journey Through the Magical Workbook. A special bedtime story for Agastya. Once upon a time, in a cozy little house on a quiet street, lived a curious and adventurous little boy named Agastya. Agastya was a bright and imaginative 1-year-old who loved exploring and discovering new things. Every night, just before bedtime, Agastya's mother would read him a special story from his favorite book, the Preschool Big Fun Workbook. Little did Agastya know that this very night, something extraordinary was about to happen. As the moon rose high in the starlit sky, Agastya's mother opened the workbook and began reading aloud. The pages of the workbook came to life, glowing with a magical light. Suddenly, Agastya found himself shrinking down to the size of a tiny insect, transported into the vibrant, colorful world of the workbook. Agastya found himself standing in a magnificent classroom, filled with books, puzzles, and toys. The room seemed to stretch endlessly, inviting Agastya to explore its wonders. Just then, a friendly turtle named Tilly appeared and introduced herself. Tilly had a wise, old voice and a kind smile that immediately put Agastya at ease. "Welcome, Agastya," said Tilly. "You are in the magical world of the Preschool Big Fun Workbook. Here, you will embark on a marvelous journey of learning and adventure." Agastya's eyes twinkled with excitement as he followed Tilly through the pages of the workbook. They visited the language arts section, where letters danced and twirled around them. Agastya learned about uppercase and lowercase letters, forming them with his tiny fingers as Tilly encouraged him. Next, they traveled to the math section, where numbers floated in the air. Agastya counted them one by one, his laughter echoing through the pages. Tilly taught him how to add and subtract, and they even discovered a secret code hidden in the workbook's puzzles. The adventure continued as they explored the shapes and colors section. Agastya marveled at the kaleidoscope of shapes and vibrant hues that surrounded him. He sorted shapes, matched colors, and even created his own masterpiece using crayons that magically appeared in his hands. In the opposite section, Agastya met a mischievous monkey named Milo. Milo loved playing tricks, but Tilly explained that opposites were all about balance. Agastya learned about big and small, up and down, and even fast and slow. With each lesson, his understanding grew, and he felt a sense of accomplishment. As they ventured further, Agastya and Tilly found themselves in the sequencing section. They hopped and skipped along a path of numbers, arranging them in the correct order. Agastya's giggles filled the air as he successfully completed each sequence, feeling more confident with every step. Time passed quickly in this magical world, and Agastya's heart swelled with joy and knowledge. He had discovered the power of learning and the excitement of new challenges. But as the final chapter approached, Agastya felt a tinge of sadness. He didn't want to leave this enchanting realm behind. Tilly, understanding his feelings, smiled and said, "Agastya, my dear friend, the magic of this workbook will always be with you. The lessons you have learned here will shape your journey of learning and discovery in the world outside." With those words, Agastya's surroundings began to fade, and he found himself back in his cozy bedroom, snuggled in his soft bed. As he drifted off to sleep, Agastya's dreams were filled with the adventures he had experienced in the magical world of the Preschool Big Fun Workbook. The next morning, Agastya woke up with a twinkle in his eyes and a new excitement for learning. He couldn't wait to dive into his own preschool activities and share his newfound knowledge with his friends and family. And so, dear Agastya, your marvelous journey through the magical workbook came to an end. But remember, the wonders of learning and the joy of discovery will always be by your side, guiding you on countless adventures throughout your life. Good night, Agastya, and sweet dreams of endless possibilities.
Thank you for joining us on this enchanting journey. If you enjoyed tonight's story, remember, the magic doesn't have to end here. Craft your own adventure with TaleBot by visiting talebotai.com/create. And as a special treat, use the coupon code TALE99 at checkout to get your bedtime story for just 99 cents, instead of the usual $2.99. Sweet dreams, and until our next tale.